Hello everybody, so in this video we are going to install audio in the 924. I've been waiting for ages for it, so join us while we install this and some speakers in today's episode. Right guys, so I have gone for a BLAUPUNKT radio for the Porsche, little bit period, and I wanted to try and make it look a bit more old school with modern features. So we've got BLAUPUNKT radio, and it's quite a nice looking little bit of kit. It's only small. It's got no CD player in it or anything, but it's got the Bluetooth. We've got new speakers to go into the doors. They're just some cheapies off of eBay, but it's better than nothing. Let's see how we get on. Right, so we just pulled the old wiring loom out, and we've got some delightful chop blocks in there. But you know, if it works, we'll see in a minute. But we've got to take these old Alpine speakers out.
They're speaker wires, and these ones will be the rear speakers.
Okay.
They've all been absolutely mullered.
Okay.
Yeah, well, the nice way of doing that would be soldering and heat shrinking, but
Yeah, we're not going to do that.
not today.
No, we're just going to get the radio working to make sure it works.
We'll do it one day.
Yeah.
That's the
Where we go?
That's on you.
So, your BLAUPUNKT Valencia 200 DAB and Bluetooth.
Yeah. On there. These two.
Oh, okay.
Turn them round, and then whichever
Oh,
one
I
of these
see.
fits, just prizes it into the dash. Just
Yeah. The biggest problem that we encountered throughout the whole sort of install, it wasn't anything to do with the head unit or the car itself. It was actually the wiring that had been left behind from the old radio. It had just been done so poorly, but we were on such a short time sort of constraint. We just wanted to get it in, get it working.
Where's the link? Stop it.
Oh, naughty boy. There was a lot of trial and error with the wiring because people had just randomly used whatever wire they'd got and not even the right colours, so we didn't really know what was connected to what in the end.
Power.
Well, the old one got power, which is interesting.
Is there? You got a thing for your aerial? A button for your aerial?
No.
You got? So the aerial doesn't go up.
No. And what were we saying?
So that goes in the top.
Yeah, I mean,
Only fits one way. That goes in the bottom. Right. Now if you look at the wiring diagram, the bottom one is B. No, A. Bottom one is A. And A has battery power, ground, ignition, whatever. Now you look at the A at the bottom, and they're speaker wires. They're not live and ground. They're backwards.
math. If you couldn't tell, I'm not overly confident doing wiring, which is why Mike's helping me with it, and he's a lot more sort of electrically minded, whereas I'm more mechanically minded. So he jumped on to help me get this installed, and to be fair, it should have been done to a higher standard, but we just want to chuck it in and get it working.
Is power control.
So this...
So I'd imagine that's got to be connected to something.
Probably that.
I'd imagine. Well,
So
yeah, I don't want to do that and then blow shit.
Well, so
we've got these
Lanza Max speakers. They're 240 watts. They're actually marine speakers, so I'm hoping that they will be good for this application because the Porsche likes to leak anyway. But they were only like 10 quid a set, so bargain. As you all know, like, I'm trying to do the Porsche on as tight a budget as possible, which is why I haven't gone for things like Alpine speakers, etc. I literally went for these cheap ones just to make sure we could get it all working, and it's all stuff I can replace at a later date. So the reason we went for the incredibly well-known Lanzar speakers is because the Porsche doors and the rears take a 6x4 speaker, which is not all that common anymore. These are one of the only ones I could really find, and like I said before, only £10 a pair. So I bought a couple of pairs. We'll put some in the rear at a later date. This is all about getting everything working, you know, and making it a bit more comfortable for me to actually drive.
You in? Power's up.
Okay, that's cool.
That works.
So then let's try.
Let's just see what we got. If we can. The aerial's not up. What was the first song you were playing?
Oh, it's for me. It's got to be Everyone's World. That's it. Let's have it. Right, okay. So let's just change you're on alternate. So now see if there's a new source.
Bluetooth.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh! Oh! She's there! Oh! Oh! That looks fantastic.
It looks really good, man.
Actually, let's fucking pucker. What do you reckon, Cal? So, I'm not gonna lie, I'm really pleased with this. This is, for the money, a brilliant bit of kit. Power on and off. You've got general like radio channels, telephone, pick up, hang up. And we can do source and things like that. No CD player, but I think that keeps it nice and cool, nice and retro. Good little install that. So yeah, well pleased. Give that a thumbs up and a poke. Just to summarise, so I am really pleased with this BLAUPUNKT head unit. It wasn't expensive. I think the only thing that lets it down is actually the Lanzar speakers. They're not of the highest quality and they don't have a lot of bass to them. Quite a nice treble, but overall, really good purchase, well worth the value. So thanks for watching my video. Thanks for watching the review. Do me a favour, like and subscribe. It does make a difference. Catch you all on the next video. Bye!